Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today, Bloom Energy Corporation just filed a current report, and I am seeing something very interesting about their CEO's compensation. Quick note, this is not financial advice, just my take on public filings for educational purposes. The company just awarded its CEO a massive new stock grant, and the performance targets are incredibly ambitious. So what is going on here? Bloom Energy Corporation is a company that makes a special kind of fuel cell that can provide power right where it is needed. Think of it as a backup power plant for businesses that absolutely cannot afford to lose electricity. This is especially important now because the main power grid can be unreliable sometimes, and companies need power constantly. Their CEO, Dr. Sridhar, founded the company back in 2001. He has apparently got this genius idea for how fuel cells can be a standard way for power-hungry industries to get their electricity on. Sight, and judging by the numbers, his leadership has been quite successful. The company's market value, which is like the total worth of all its stock, jumped from around $5 billion at the end of 2024 to a staggering $79 billion by mid-June of 2026. That is a huge leap. Now, the main reason for this filing is a big stock award for the CEO. On the 15th of June 2026, the company's board of directors decided to give Dr. Sridhar a significant chunk of performance-based stock units, or SUS. These are basically promises to give him company stock in the future, but only if he meets certain goals at the target level. This award is for over 271,000 shares of Bloom Energy stock. This award was recommended by the Compensation Committee, which is a group within the board that handles pay, and they even got advice from an independent company that specializes in executive pay. Why give him so much stock? The company says it is to keep Dr. Sridhar around and make sure his personal goals match what is best for Bloom Energy, especially during this exciting time of growth and change in the energy world. The board recognizes his amazing leadership, his innovative thinking, and his ability to handle market changes. They also know that keeping him on as CEO is super important, especially since shareholders want him to stay past 2027, when his last big stock award from 2024 is set to vest, meaning he would get the shares then. So how does he earn these shares? The conditions are pretty tough. Dr. Sridhar has to help the company hit specific total revenue goals. This will be measured over a period from the 1st of July 2026 to the end of 2029. The company will look at the 4 consecutive quarters within that timeframe where their total revenue was the highest. On top of that, how many shares he actually gets can be adjusted up or down based on the company's profit margin on its products in 2029. This means he is not just being rewarded for growing sales, but also for being profitable, which is a smart move. And get this, he can earn up to 3 times the target number of SUS. That is a huge potential payout if he really knocks it out of the park. The board believes these strict goals are exactly aligned with what the company needs, getting more customers to use their products, significantly increasing sales, boosting profits, and cementing their leading position in the energy solutions market. There is even more. He has to stay as the company's leader all the way through the end of 2029, with only a few exceptions. And to really make sure he is thinking long term, he generally has to hold on to the shares he earns from this award until the end of 2031. This is a strong signal that the company wants its CEO to be invested in its success for many years to come. The board also considered a previous award given in 2024. That award had goals based on product revenue growth and profit margins each year from 2025 to 2027. They noted that the current award has different goals, focusing more on overall revenue over a longer period. They also pointed out that the company's performance has actually been better than expected even on those earlier tough goals, because the company is doing so well and has more opportunities now. They felt it was important to create a new award with even tougher performance requirements to encourage continued excellent work and keep pay tied to creating value for shareholders. And for those interested in the more formal documents, this report includes the form of the Performance Stock Unit Award Agreement. The report is signed by Sean Soderberg, who is the Chief Legal Officer and Corporate Secretary for Bloom Energy. The date of the filing is the 17th of June, 2026, which is just a couple of days after the board approved the award. Looking at the broader picture, Bloom Energy is in a really interesting space. The demand for reliable, clean energy is only going to grow. Dr. Sridhar's vision seems to be paying off, and the massive stock grant for him, tied to aggressive revenue and margin targets, shows extreme confidence from the board. It is designed to keep his focus squarely on driving substantial, profitable growth. The risk I'm watching is whether these ambitious revenue targets can indeed be hit, especially given the company's rapidly increasing market valuation. If they miss even with a 300% potential upside, the execution will be under a microscope. However, the board's decision to award this now Citing shareholder desire for Dr. Sridhar's continued leadership and the company's outperformance on previous awards suggests they believe he is the best person to achieve these lofty goals. The requirement for him to hold shares until 2031 is a significant alignment tool. Oh, and the research tools I actually use are linked in the description. They help keep this channel going. That is my take. Stay decoded. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Check out the Discord in the description.